LittleBigPlanet's scrapbooked world of papier-mâché, cardboard, and metal grating is bigger and brighter in LittleBigPlanet 3, with more bits and bobs to occupy your time and tickle every last one of your fancies. It's more of the same LittleBigPlanet you've come to know and love, and despite a handful of unfortunate glitches, some seriously sweet new additions like new gadgets and characters keep the overall whimsy of the game intact. LittleBigPlanet 3's story is a ground of well-trodden tropes, but having the whole thing enacted with sack people and a sentient lightbulb voiced by Hugh Laurie allows you to waive those cliches. An inventor named Newton kidnaps Sackboy and makes off for the planet Bunkum. Newton then releases a trio of ancient evil titans that possess him, and the only way to save him is to awaken 3 ancient heroes that first defeated the titans. Surprise, surprise, newcomers Oddsock, Toggle, and Swoop.
Well done!
The thing about these new characters is that while they're fun to play, they're not particularly playable, or present rather. Each character is confined to the hub world in which they are unlocked. For example, once you unlock Oddsock in the Manglewood Swamp hub, you can only use Oddsock in the Manglewood Swamp levels. The same goes for Toggle and Swoop, but Sackboy is playable in all worlds, and in some story campaign levels, he's mandatory. Each hub world also offers only one point, a small doorway, at which to swap characters. I'm disappointed that after months of being tantalized with the idea of gathering 3 friends and playing as all 4 characters at once, you rarely can. As of LittleBigPlanet 3's launch, 4 character levels are severely limited, which is maddening and saddening all at once if you want to play the whole game as someone other than Sackboy. Level structure itself is very basic. Within each hub, Sackboy has to find marbles that, when placed together, will awaken that hub's hero. Marbles are rewarded for finishing main campaign levels, and when you're not marble hunting, you can explore hubs for hidden side quests and minigames. These minigames range from go-kart building to Lemmings-like challenges in which you have to guide 6 or more Sackboys to a finish line. Each quest is introduced by an NPC that is just as colorful and strange as the world itself.
It's way up in Great Rocket's face. It will take very special gadget to get there. You will need some sort of hook hat.
Playing LittleBigPlanet 3 alone is great when you're score chasing, but playing with friends is infinitely better. Helping each other navigate sticky traps and collect prize bubbles is rewarding as it helps the game transcend from just something on a screen to something affecting the real-world space. You and your play partners will shout at each other, laugh, and maybe engage in some playful competition, throwing each other into spikes or dropping them from dizzying heights. The physics are still on the too floaty side, with characters listlessly drifting through jumps and free falls, but once you get the hang of how each character works, it feels immensely satisfying to land a difficult jumping scene with Toggle, or complete a speedrun with Oddsock. LittleBigPlanet 3 may not be the most solid of physics-based platformers, but it definitely feels good. I can't get over how beautiful this game looks. The world of Bunkum is bright and detailed. NPCs are also fully voiced for the first time in the LittleBigPlanet series. And between the myriad sounds and sights, it's like an adorable Technicolor acid trip and a beautiful and untouchable bubble of sunshine. But it's the level creation tools that wrap more depth and sparkle into the LittleBigPlanet universe, unlike anything we've been given thus far. User-created content is the spine of the LittleBigPlanet franchise, and Sumo Digital has gone to almost unreasonable heights to provide not only a seemingly endless well of tools, but attractive ways with which to learn how to use them. The Poppet Puzzles section is a goldmine for players who don't have or want the desire to build levels, because it succeeds in forcing that desire onto them. These puzzles wrap tutorials for each major element in your creation arsenal, from editing corners to deleting objects and adding poisonous things into meaningful minigames. These minigames yield real rewards, like new Sackboy materials, stickers, and other goodies. LittleBigPlanet 3 gives you every reason to learn to manipulate it and inspires you to begin manipulating immediately. As someone who was never really good at making in-game content, I was driven to try it simply because I now knew clearly how to use it. And I stuck with it, because I was no longer blindly groping around trying to discover how things work. LittleBigPlanet 3 is entertaining and sweet, but things get sour if you run into any of its strange bugs. Sackboys twitch uncontrollably or randomly bounce around the screen out of nowhere or fail to respawn in certain levels. A few times I spawned behind a moving boss character in a side-scrolling level, which broke the game and forced me to restart. These bugs can also make you lose progress, and more than once I found myself ready to give up because I had to begin levels again over no fault of mine. It's frustrating and taints an otherwise engaging experience. Bugs and new character scarcity aside, Little Big Planet 3 is an enjoyable game. Tackling a level with 3 or 4 players offers for some hilarious mishaps and trials in teamwork, and even playing tool tutorials online with a buddy has its merits. All in all, the game is gorgeous to look at and offers a genuine challenge, more so than any other franchise title to date.
A little demonstration. Marvelous! Come now to Ziggurat. I will explain everything.